Hi, I'm Captain Chris and welcome to part 3 of our cruise up to Chattanooga, Tennessee. In this video we cast off from Goose Pond, Alabama, cruise up through the Nickajack Lock into downtown Chattanooga, and then we can find the Chickamauga Dam, but it's a little difficult finding the lock entrance. So stick around and help us try to find the entrance to the lock. Okay, I'm going down on the back deck. I am turning to face the ladder. Closing the door. And untying the stern line. Stern line is free. Okay. I'm going to walk forward. Remind me to pull in that fender after we leave the dock.
Will do.
I'm going to walk forward and take off the forward midship line. Notice we're not using a bow line. And these are doubled back, so we can just pop them off of the cleat. There you go. Think I've done this before. Forward mid is free. Stand by for midship. Any boat traffic?
None.
Okay, stand by. Same thing here. Pop that off. That's up. Okay, the boat is free. Stand by. Starboard engine back. Neutral. Both engines forward. Neutral. Neutral. We're just gliding away from the dock. You can see that last fender's doing its job way back there. Bump them both forward. Neutral. Okay, let's go on out the channel. So both forward, use the steering wheel. So you can hear the boat shift, you can feel the boat shift. So notice, you may not have heard a bow thruster because we don't have one. We do have twin engines, and that was the easy way to get off the dock. Double back your dock lines so that your deckhand stays aboard the deck of the boat. And then when the boat leaves, the deckhand is aboard the boat. How simple can that be? If you have any questions, ask Captain Chris. Nickajack, which end of the lock do you want for 43? Side door or the open door, the back door? Got the green light flashing, top left. We heard the big blast. Meaning to come on in. We've got a pretty strong wind on our face. You can see the burgee on the bow of the boat flapping. And this lock, I'm guessing, might raise only about 30 feet. I'm looking at the water stains on the walls. Vito, when you go up front, don't forget to untie the bow line. Well, that's part of the rope that you need to tie onto the bollard with.
Oh, okay. Yeah, of course.
Somebody just threw their head at me. I guess it's going to blow off, so I may as well blow up here. Okay, we're on a 43-foot Carver, twin engines, no bow thruster. So I'm driving the boat into the space. You can see the little wind eddies on top of the water. So now I'm going to go to neutral. Let's see how it is. Okay, the bow's moving over to starboard. We'll take the second to last. Are you ready? Port forward. Are you ready?
No.
Port forward, steers to the right a little bit. Now we're up here in the lee. We're in a little bit of a vacuum. There's not that much wind. I'm dancing the throttles or the shifters back and forth and back and forth. Both reverse. Neutral. Port reverse. Neutral. Both forward. Neutral. Starboard reverse. Both reverse. There's another boat that came in behind us. Port reverse. Pull in more slack.
Yep.
Port forward. Okay, snug it up. That looks good. Got it, thank you. Turning around, and there's a trailer boat behind us on our starboard stern. There he is over there. And there are the back doors. Let me report in that we are secure.
Any chance you can bring us back some?
Okay. Nickajack, 43 Pleasure, secure. I believe that little trailer boat is secure also.
Okay, Roger.
Thank you. How much of a ride are we going to get today?
Well, it's normally around 40 feet. The upper is 632, the lower is 596.
Okay, well, we'll just hang on for about a 40-foot ride. Thank you. Standing by. About 40 feet, he says.
Okay.
If you want to learn more about locking, Nickajack Lock, just below Chattanooga, Tennessee, ask Captain Chris. Nickajack Lock, you can see the floating bollard is rising up as the water rises. We're just looped around there. Got a fender high on the rub rail there. Way back there on the stern, low. Another fender here, the black fender high on the rub rail. Another one that looks like it went into that recess for the ladder over there. And one more fender very high on the rub rail where the bow curves towards the anchor. Look at the lateral pieces here. You can see how we're rising. Rising pretty quick. And let's take a look at the front door. So you're looking from here down is concrete, and from here up is the door that actually opens like two hinges when we leave the lock. You can see them right there. And again, we've got a trailer boat in a lock with us. There he is over there. There we go, trailer boat. You can see the turbulence in the middle of the lock. That's why we went as far forward as we could. And it's not quite so turbulent over here. And we're back to the floating bollard as it's rising up. And you can see that these two walls are curved and curved so that we do not chafe our dock lines. But you can see the dock line is actually wiping a lot of the grime off of the curve. So wear gloves or you're going to get dirty. If you want to learn more about locking, ask Captain Chris. Nickajack Lock, Chattanooga, Tennessee, 50 miles south or downriver from Chattanooga, Tennessee. You can see the lock doors are opening. We're aboard a 43-foot Carver, twin engines, no bow thruster. And now the wind is picking up. Or actually, we were down in the bottom of the lock, could not feel the wind. Now the doors are open, we can feel the wind. Not a problem. But we have a small trailer boat over there, that blue boat, I'm guessing 20 feet or so. We'll let him go first because he's faster than we are. We're cruising at about 18 miles an hour, and he can probably do 30. So we'll let him go. We'll wait for the big horn blast, then we will go. Let me get back over here and sit down at the helm. And okay, hang on, Vito, do not untie. Okay, so there goes the little trailerable boat. Okay, we'll catch you in a minute. So he's going to get out of our way. We're being nice, but we're getting him out of our way. And he's going through the turbulence. You can see that air bubble right there. Okay, Vito, let go. Bring the boat forward. Are you off?
I'm off.
Sit down. Port forward. Both forward. Here we go. He had a little difficulty getting the rope or the dock line off of the floating pin, so he had to try it a couple of times. We also have a boat pole available if that's required. So here we're up in the next highest elevation, Tennessee River. And here's something cute. We've got an outboard boat over there. They just pulled the cord. Nickajack, you got a trailer boat downbound. They just pulled your ripcord by the ladder.
I'm aware of that.
Okay, just trying to be helpful. So for boats, outboard boats, who I believe should have a VHF radio, but if they don't have a VHF radio, on the ladder right there, there's a pull cord, just like on a trolley or a bus where you pull the cord to get off. That was the blast giving him the okay to enter into the lock. And this will be the end of the video. I'm going to try to zoom in. You may not be able to see that blue sign, that blue and white sign. Right there, it says pull cord to interlock. You want to learn more about locking, docking, and cruising? Ask Captain Chris. Somebody called the no wake zone. I don't know if it's us or somebody else in radio range. This is Hales Bar Marina and the old electrical power plant's there to the left. When they were building it, they had a measles outbreak and lost a lot of the children of all the families that were working here. Tennessee River, Nickajack Lake, just downriver, Chattanooga. This is the Chickamauga Lock and Dam, upriver from Chattanooga. They've got two pleasure boats in the chamber coming down, and we're going to be going back up. He has not called us up, but I want to just come up here and take a look around and then get back out, purely because this is under construction. I was here 4 years ago, it was under construction, so still under construction. So the railroad bridge overhead, the lock door is to the left. So we have to veer left around these barges and these cells, these big round things. And then you can look over to the right and see the locked door. So we'll go up here, see what's going on. Now, I'm looking at that blue sign. Notice, recreational vessels, await upbound lockage downstream of this sign. Okay, so there's a clue. We've got to wait downstream from that blue sign right there. I know he has not opened the dam or the lock yet, so we'll come up here and make a U-turn and go back. Whoop, he's opening the doors right now. So I'll just make a U-turn and go back, and we'll be coming in the doors pretty quick. I want to put the camera down because I got to do some fast maneuvering. Ask Captain Chris. Okay, the lockmaster just blew his horn. Calls said that his traffic light is not working, but it's okay to come in slow. Notice I'm going over to my left a little bit. And that's the blue sign, says recreational vehicles or vessels, wait here. He said, come on ahead. We got about a 45-foot boat coming out. And we're on a 43-foot boat going in. And look, behind him there's a trailer boat, a black trailer boat. A beautiful Saturday afternoon. Hot, muggy. Glad to be on a boat instead of in an office. Okay, there's a Hyatt motor yacht. And behind him is a little boat that we saw earlier today. We saw you hours ago. So I guess they're just joyriding around and around and around. Anyway, fun's over. Back to business. We're going into the Chickamauga Lock. We had to make that little dogleg turn to get around some structures for rebuilding construction. And you can see way at the other end, half of it is concrete, and then the top half is a steel door, right and left hand hinged doors. We're going to go all the way down there and grab a pin. Pin is lingo for floating bollard. Got both engines in gear. You can feel a little wind back here, but once I get into that hole, into the lock chamber itself, there will be no wind, and it's going to be hot. Hot, hot, hot. Okay, we're still not in the lock, but we're lining up in the chute, the funnel, so to speak. This is where the barges kind of bounce right and left to get lined up. I'm going to go to neutral. And just to see how the boat feels. Well, no current bothering me, no wind bothering me. Put them both back in gear. And I'm making about 4 knots. Neutral again. Starboard forward, neutral. Starboard forward, neutral. Both forward. Starboard neutral. See, I'm steering the boat with the twin engines. Starboard forward. They're both forward now. Neutral. And there's a tailwind swinging my stern a little bit to my right. Now it stopped. Both forward. Neutral. Port only forward. Neutral. Hope you can see that yellow pin. That's our target. Port only forward. Both forward. Of course, you can see that the sill is leaking a little bit. And this is the touchy part. I'm just drifting, drifting, drifting. Starboard reverse. I'm aiming for that yellow floating bollard. Both reverse, neutral. Okay, he's got it. Port reverse, starboard reverse. Okay, he's got it secure on the cleat. Chickamauga 43-foot glacier boat is secure. Okay, I'm going to turn off the camera. Okay, gave me a 10-4. Okay, we're going to shut down the camera and take a break as we rise up. Remember, if you want to learn more about locking, ask Captain Chris. Listen for the horn. This guy's cheating. He started too soon. Okay, that means we can go. Stand by, Vito. Not yet.
Yeah, I'm standing by until you tell me to bring us up.
Okay. Okay, he's out of our way. Okay, let us go. Let us go. Okay, sit down, hold on, let me get out of here.
Let me get back there. Wait one second.
Okay.
Oh.
Twin engine boat, no bow thruster. Starboard reverse. Port forward. Both forward. And we're kind of sort of paralleling the wall at about a 15-degree angle. Hallelujah, feel some breeze. And you can see the windsock proving the wind is from our port to our starboard. Chickamauga Lock, 43 wreck clear, thank you. Thank you, stand by 16. Channel 16, let me get away from here a little bit where we can drift. I'll put it in neutral. And then Vito, my deckhand, can neaten up the lock dock lines and the fenders. Also, in case you don't know it, there's that blue sign again. Pull chain for lockage. So if you don't have a radio, you've got to go over there and pull the chain for lockage. If you've got questions about locking, ask Captain Chris. Okay, so 5 is the left hand empty.
Happy Jackson. Like, great. What the hell am I next to?
Could be some fun neighbors. Okay, and they got some kind of yellow thing right there. Looks like a bear in a yellow life jacket. Okay, you want to go down on the swim platform and watch me back it in?
Learn how to do it.
We'll do that tomorrow. And we got traffic. Somebody's boat is in our slip. Vito, we'll take the one to your right. We'll have to move that little boat. Got it?
Hold on a second. Does that belong to somebody?
Of course.
Okay, because I'm renting this here slip.
Make sure that's Lima
Is
5.
this L-Doc?
Is this L dock?
Okay, he doesn't know.
Okay, well I'm going to get out of here before we get in trouble. See the boat over there?
Where?
That little bitty blue boat, like a dinghy.
Yeah.
That's the one that we've got to move. Did he say he's going to move it?
No, he said it belongs to these Happy Jack people, and there's all kinds of crap on it.
Okay.
Here.
He's going to look at the sign. Say again?
Okay.
What did he say?
He doesn't know what dock it is.
He went and looked at that sign over there.
There's nothing on that sign.
Oh.
He went to look at that sign.
All right. Well, we followed the alphabet. We came by J, K, and this should be L. So stay tuned as the mystery continues. Ask Captain Chris about marina instructions.
Hello?
We had a boat in our slip. They just towed the boat out. That little bitty blue boat there. So now we just got to come back our boat in the hole. And this is where we'll be for tonight. Say we're short enough to go in the shed.
I don't know. Just, you know what? If it breaks, it breaks.
Well,
Whatever. I can't do two things.
I don't hear anything. Okay, so we didn't touch the roof. I think we got our fender hung up on something. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, safe and sound. Let's tie us up and turn off these big diesels. Ask Captain Chris about docking.
That one's just to slow me down.
Okay. Where's the wind?
It's coming this way.
Okay, and where's that dock?
Over there.
That dock's awfully close, and if the wind's going to push us that way, we could get in trouble. Both forward. Neutral. So we just bought some more space. Starboard reverse. Neutral. Port forward. Neutral. Starboard reverse. And we're further away from those docks on our starboard, so we're doing good there. We got a spin going. Just wait wait for the weather to see what the weather's doing for us here. Port forward. We're doing good. Port forward. By turning our bow to the right, our stern is going to the left. Okay. Starboard reverse. So we've got a good little drift going. Good catch, okay. Good catch. Yep, I saw that. Neutral. Good catch, okay. Okay, relax, we're coming in pretty fast. Slow down. Just relax, relax, relax. Port forward a tiny bit. Okay, good. Port reverse. Neutral. Okay, we're back in the hole. Let's take it out again. Take it out, we're moving. Okay, forward. Neutral, neutral, neutral. Okay, you got to look behind you to see what the stern's doing. Good call, okay. Are you clear? Okay, you're clear. All right, good deal. We're out. Let's go out in the river and take a breather. So we're going to practice bow in just in case the weather's bad. It's not easy to stern the boat in because you're fighting cross currents or cross winds. Okay. Now this is like putting your foot into a shoe. Let your big toe guide you in. In this case, your anchor pulpit will guide you in. Starboard forward. Port reverse. Neutral. Both forward. Neutral. Port reverse. Stay in reverse, stay in reverse, stay in reverse, stay in reverse. Neutral. Have you looked behind you? Okay, we're clear back there. Both forward. Neutral. Port reverse. Good call. Starboard only forward. Neutral. Port reverse. Neutral. I wanted to do that just to keep us away from those square pipes. Port forward. Neutral. So we're in the slip. Port reverse. I'll straighten this up. Okay, relax. So this way you can bow in. If the weather's not agreeing with you, bow the boat in because the pointy bow will get into the slip easier. And then in a half an hour or 1 or 2 hours when the weather settles down, then you can take the boat out and flip it around. Okay, let's take the boat out and we'll back it in this next go around. Oh, you figured you got the wrong shifter, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Port. Neutral.
Both reverse.
Okay, both reverse. neutral. On this boat, it's such a fast boat, so you got to bounce in and out and in and out. Starboard reverse. Both reverse.
Well,
Or you can just drift like this. Do port only reverse. Watch the slips behind you.
and then
Neutral. Starboard only forward. Beautiful. Neutral. Port reverse. Watch the slips behind you. See those two little bitty kayaks?
yeah.
Okay. Neutral. Starboard forward. Both forward. Hard left rudder. Easy, easy, easy. We'll come back. We'll back into that slip in a minute. Ask Captain Chris. Neutral. Port forward. Neutral. Just drift and glide, drift and glide. Starboard reverse. Look behind you. Neutral. Both reverse. Neutral. Port forward. Neutral. Port forward for a sec. One more sec forward. Neutral. Just wait, 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 wait. Starboard reverse. Neutral. Port reverse. Neutral. Port forward. Neutral. Both reverse. Neutral. Port forward. Neutral. Starboard reverse. Neutral. So now we're just sliding our foot into the shoe. Both reverse. Neutral. Port only reverse. Neutral. And both forward to stop the boat. Great. Okay, look around, look around, look around everywhere. That's okay, we're going to go out and do it a few more times. We're going to practice some more. We're going to practice some more. Thank you for offering to help.
You're doing good.
Yes, we are. Thank you. Okay, just like when we came out the last time, where's the boat leaning right now?
To the port.
Okay, port forward. Neutral. Both forward. Neutral. See how fast we are?
Yes.
So if we rub anything, we want to rub it slow. We don't want to rub it fast. Okay, watch our stern. Watch our stern. See, we've been in neutral for 30 seconds. Okay, our swim platform has cleared the dock. Port forward. And both forward. And there we go. Okay. So let's go back and try it all over again. I hope this three-part series of cruising up the Tennessee River to Chattanooga, Tennessee was helpful to you. If you want more training opportunities, visit our website. We've got videos on docking, locking, anchoring, drawbridges, and the perfect boat for you. If you want to go the next step beyond that, join us in Vero Beach, Florida for our 2-day seminars. The first one is Cruising 101, Fundamentals, and the other class is Introduction to Boat Systems. And keep in mind, you should take both classes before you buy a boat, especially the Boat Systems class, because you want to know what's under deck and if it's accessible to you before you buy the boat. Ask Captain Chris.